This man is becoming a YouTube sensation. Mr. Black Bigot Lamont, aka Black Bugatti. I don't know how many other channels he's got. Lamont at Large seems to be his most successful one. It's the one that's getting a lot of views, 4.5K estimated monthly in terms of the money, 41,000 views per day, which is pretty darn good. But he's also got, I don't know, 6 other channels. I don't know. My Doxinator says Mr. Bugatti has something like 7 channels, and he just started this new one. I guess this must be number 7. Lamont with the Lamont has the runs. Oh wait, Lamont on the run. So he's got interviews with a lot of homeless folks and stuff like that. Interviews with the homeless, gang guys, crack addicts, stuff like that. These are videos I think he's had up on his other channels. But anyway, so yeah, so he's a hard-working guy, you know. I mean, you can't say that he's a slouch. You can't say that he's you know, doesn't deserve all of the internet. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, you can't just say he doesn't deserve the the fame. He's a hard-working guy, lives in his van, and yeah. So anyway, Lamont. He's improved his camera work and his editing and everything else. Lamont at Large. Mr. I'm not going to say his last name. I'll just say he's Lamont. Anyway, good for Lamont. 7 channels. How about 8 or 9 or 10? Hey, we got Freedom Nomad here. Got the Peace Rally in Washington.
Peaceful and loving.
Yeah, the Peace Rally in Washington. I don't know. Look at that. Isn't that something else? My friend, I got a friend named Nick. Nick lives in the Washington area. I think this has got to be off the television, right? Yeah, anyway. My friend named Nick, he lives in Arlington, Virginia. He's a really cool cat. Anyway, he said it was really sad because they were rioting there in Georgetown and parts of rest of Washington. Georgetown's the club part of Washington where they got all the bars and stuff and all that. Anyway, there is a homeless man that lives near that area, and he's got his little shack up in a little park area near Georgetown, and everybody just kind of leaves him alone. The police don't seem to bother him, and he's just you know, some guy that just lives there, and he kind of, you know, they just let him go, and people just see him all the time. Well, apparently the protesters, the rioters, whatever you want to call it, they burned down his little shack. So, you know, I'm just saying, you know, now there's one more homeless guy in Washington. His little shack was burned down. So. All right, I hope whoever did that feels good about it. But man, oh man.
Hey, Sock here. You ladies been watching news. What a circus. Bunch of out-of-control thugs burning their own cities down. They burned down a low-income housing project. Because who needs low-income housing? Let the poor live in the streets, right? They go after jewelry stores and Louis Vuitton shops, appliance stores, because social justice requires them to have diamonds.
That's right.
And high-end handbags and widescreen TVs. Half these dudes, if you ask them to go, George who? They don't know. They don't care. They burned down a Target. What the heck?
Yeah, you know, I mean, they're burning down their own neighborhoods. I don't know. So all the stores are closed, and then they'll have to go drive far and wide to find the closest grocery store that hasn't been burned down. I don't know, man. Why? You know, it's like, it's like, all right, we're mad, we're angry at what happened the other day in Minnesota, and all that. Now let's burn down our own city. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Hey, my brain just doesn't, I can't, you know, my grandfather always said that. He said, you know, Dave, this was back in the 70s. He would say something like, you know, this world has passed me by. I don't understand it anymore. You know, and I understand now what my grandfather was telling me back then. Anyway, I don't know, cynical sock, right on.
I just hit a bird, by the way.
There he goes, bird. Bird. Okay, we got Carolyn's RV Life running over a rattlesnake, and now we got Living Free Mike smashing into a bird on the road. What else?
Oh well.
He's heading in, where is he? Kansas, somewhere like Kansas. Anyway, Mike is heading northeast, getting further and further away from that old hot Arizona where it's 185 degrees. And now he's got some guy to work on his generator. Right, he's been nursing that bad generator for quite a while, and somebody's there to fix it for him. And is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? We can't wait. The suspense is just suspenseful, isn't it? All right, let's see now. Yeah, look at all that. I hope he paid that guy well. I really hope he gave him a tip, or at least took him out to dinner at Hardee's or something, you know?
And we're gonna test it out.
Ooh. All right, sounds like a lawnmower. Woo woo. All right, happy days for Mike. He deserves a little happiness. He's been so miserable of late, you know. But I don't know. Maybe he'll find happiness in Minnesota. Okay, we got a lot of people commenting on Carolyn's RV life. Letters today. She was backed over the snake and squashed it. No Name says hashtag Snake Lives Matter. Okay. Hot Wing says snake, one word, shotgun. You're on top of the food chain and survival is no democracy. Dave, get a grip. It's a snake. LOL. Ha! Sue Kelly, I'm going to have to say this as a woman who's lived in a bus for 30 years this September. You have 2 cases of where you need a shovel. And to let Sadie, that's Carolyn's RV Life Snoop Doggy, anywhere near that snake, she has no idea that a dead snake nerve endings can still strike you. Duh! Please, all she has to do is take that shovel and tell that snake to move on its way. She didn't want them in the camp, and they would have been on their way. They don't like humans. And then the other case, obviously you need a shovel to dig yourself out. Please pay attention who you listen to on these things. Well, you need a shovel to whack the snake or to get the snake out of there. You need the shovel to dig, like Simply RVing, help dig your wheels out if you get stuck in the sand. And I guess you need the shovel, to bury your poop. After what are you going to do after you poop in the bucket, then what do? You got to get rid of it, right? She says the burger fanatic, also known as Out of the Boot today, uploaded a video of him going to a fast food place and eating a burger. Such creative, riveting quality YouTube entertainment. Prior to eating it, he used the burger as a puppet for a few seconds. Hey, a burger puppet. Burger Planet. Watch out, Dave. He's treading on crotchy territory. By the way, what the hell is a woo? Inquiring minds want to know. EV says Eric the Goat Man sounds exactly like Fred the Elephant Boy. Wasn't that a character on Howard Stern's show? I seem to remember that. Yeah. Carolyn's RV Life was shouting, I just want it out of here. Andy, get out, Andy! Andy! AKA Line Screw. I don't know if Line Screw showed up. Carolyn's got the shovel. I'm just saying, she's got a shovel. That was from Briar Rose, by the way. JB says, notice where the snake was killed next to her leveling pads. She waited until she got near her tire to get at it. It was not by accident. I don't know. Jamay says the snake was apparently under her RV when she was leaving. It was, again, apparently hiding around the leveler. She moved the RV and went back to pick up the orange leveler pads. When she went to get them, she found the dead snake. Don't you know how breaking down a campsite with an RV works? If you are that ignorant, keep your mouth shut and don't advertise the fact. Yeah, Jameis is responding to other people. They were commenting about how she, may have intentionally ran over the snake. Anyway, the debate continues. Anyway, Jameis continues, it is a good thing Carolyn did not try to reach under the RV for those pads with her hands like we sometimes do and moved the rig off them first. You can bet we won't be sticking our hands under the RV where we can't see again. Oh yeah, whoa. I know Carolyn likes to portray herself as a strong, independent woman. That's Carolyn's RV Life, but she got all upset the other day when she couldn't get her tire changed. A strong, independent woman would have not gotten upset and might even have changed the tire herself. Number 2, the snake. A strong woman would have just, oh dear, there's a snake. Either ignore it or just get in your vehicle and drive away and find somewhere else. And not run at it with a shovel or try to go, I don't know. I don't know. Carolyn is not projecting, I think. Again, it's the whole thing of a focus group. Is she projecting a strong, independent woman? I don't know. Trisha says, seeing all the reptiles, RV system breakdowns, and heat trouble camping makes me stay at home. Stay with home owning troubles. I already have red ants in my yard. I try to kill, but they peacefully just move an inch and rebuild. Yeah, it's hard to get rid of the ants, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. You know, you're going to have bugs wherever you are, you know? More from Jameis here. I have run into rattlers out in the desert too. That's why I carry a revolver with snake shot in the first 2 chambers. If they don't bother me or my dog, they don't get shot. But if they do, they will be dead. Same for coyotes, which like to stalk my dog, and why the rest of the chambers are loaded with why the rest of the chambers are loaded with regular loads. Senior Survival and Preparedness writes that to the person who commented on the fact that Line Screw Andy keeps referring to himself as an American, last time I checked, Canada was still part of North America, so he is American. Just of the Canadian persuasion. Well, you could say that about anything in North or South America then. You could call Argentinians and Bolivians Americans, right? Because they're in South America, and Panamanians and Mexicans, and you know, that's all part of the giant continent of North and South America. I don't know. North Americans, yes. Canadians are definitely North Americans. I don't think I'd call them Americans, and I don't think they'd want to be called Americans. Danny B, 1954, says his dog had spinal surgery 5 years ago. It cost $6,000. Yeah, I was talking about my dachshundator's got his wonderful dog, Jilly, 4 years old, French bulldog. It's having trouble walking and climbing stairs, and they may need to do some spinal surgery on it. And I think some of the estimates for the CAT scan on a dog and the surgery is $6,000 or maybe even more. Yeah. Danny, the Dachshundator responds, thanks, Danny, I got this. Doxy's got the money. It's not a problem, but we all wish our best to Jilly. Finally, Dina Redford says, Eric's video was funny. The one where he's doing like the various comedy bits with different hats on and the green screen behind him. I figure he's headed towards stand-up comedy. You never know. SNL, here comes Eric. I think he'd be a good host on SNL. They ought to do that. I don't know. He ought to do that. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. It is Monday, the 1st of June, 2020. You all have a wonderful rest of your Monday, and I'll talk to you later. Blog under.